Hey guys, it's Chris from 509 BMX Restoration. And check out the Auburn, dude. Things looking good. We got it clean, polished, new decals, new powder coat. She's ready to go in a bike stand today. And we're going to go ahead and pop in the bearings. We're going to get all the bearings in. The headset, the bottom bracket. And then from once that's on, everything's going to go kind of quick. I'm trying to take videos for this whole build so you guys can follow along and maybe give it a go at home, you know? If not, just enjoy a bike being built. This is a pretty cool one. You don't see a lot of these, you know? Some people have never seen one. So this is going to be a pretty cool project. I'm pretty excited. I know the customer's stoked. So let's hurry up, finish this build, and get it off to him. Let's get to work on this Auburn. All right, so first thing I like to do is clean up where the bearings are going to go. Headset, BB. If the seat post needs cleaned up in here, where the seat post goes, clean that up. This one's super nice. This whole thing's super nice, but I still do like to clean it out. If you're doing it by hand, just use some Scotch-Brite and go inside and just smooth it out. That's all you're really doing. Or grab one of these, dude. Little Scotch-Brite pad on it. And then just go around and smooth it out a little. This is just going to give you a nice, smooth, clean surface to press your bearings into. It'll make it a little easier. It's that easy, really. Do the same for the BB. Sometimes there can even, you know, from the factory be like a little slag from welding and something. You know, there's a little rough spot there. Smooth that out. That easy. The cleaner and smoother this is, the easier these cups are going to go in. And then you want to grease. Just put a little layer of grease. And honestly, dude, just get some of this high temp disc brake wheel bearing grease. Sometimes I do use Park Tool grease. You know, it just, I don't know, maybe it depends on the mood. But then I just put a paintbrush in it, the size you like, and it's perfect, man. I like it. You put it right where you want it. You want to grease anything that's going to be metal on metal. There's very few places I don't put grease. Like the headset or the stem bolts, I don't put grease on those. I want those locked in. I want those tight. I don't care. I haven't had any problems with ever taking it off, so. Just a light layer will do. This will keep your bottom bracket and your headset quiet also. If you have metal on metal and you got torque on it, you know, while you're riding, you got all that pressure and torque. it can make creaking sounds. Some people will be like, dude, my bike is making this sound. I've done this, I've done that, and I can't figure it out. Take your bike completely apart. Might as well put all new head cups, bearings, BBs and all that, and start over. Just do what I'm doing here. Okay. Don't do this without one. Just don't. Go on Amazon or go to Park Tool, buy the real expensive one. Whatever you want to do. This is all steel. Don't get the cheap aluminum ones. They might look cool. They're anode. They're different colors. Make sure it's steel. This is all steel. This thing's been through hell and back, and it's good. Okay? And it's cheap. You can get this on Amazon to your house in a few days. Okay? So get yourself one of these bearing cup install tools. Okay, so for the headset, you're going to run it this way. So this goes into the cup. Okay? And then your headset, it's packaged like this. There's a top half and a bottom half of all your parts. Keep them separate and do them in order. So go ahead and take out your race for the fork. And on these, let's see. That's all you need to do. Yeah, these are nice sealed bearings inside here. So I will go ahead and always face your logo to look nice. Okay. This can be, you're using all different fingers and stuff to hold on to things. It can be a little sketchy. Just take your time. Make sure you don't drop anything. Once you're locked in, you're good. Nothing's going to fall. Everything's lined up. And then I take my brush. Once everything's lined up and it's good, I'll do just a little bit of grease. Just because that's nice, clean, raw metal right there. It needs a little grease. Okay. Grab your wrench. This end is just a crescent wrench. Then this end has the handle you can turn, and just turn it. Make sure everything's lined up. It's going in centered. Sometimes you need a little elbow grease to get it in there. And then go until it stops. You can't go anymore. Now that's nice and seated. That's perfect. Okay. Carefully take this off. Okay. Now you're going to do the same thing. Take your top half, and then out comes your retainer washer and your top little dust washer cap, all in one. Put that aside for when you do fork install. Okay. Now go ahead, put your cup on here like you did last time, but we're doing the top. center that up with the other one and the logo, so everything's nice. Put this back in there. Sometimes you'll have to adjust. This needs to be adjusted now since we have a cup in. So you're going to have to adjust this out. Give yourself a little more length here. Okay. Grab your washer and your nut. All right. Okay. See, that slipped, so redo it. Make sure it's all nice. Get it all squared up. Okay. Go ahead and do just a little bit of grease. It doesn't really matter what color you use. They got clear, blue, red, whatever color grease you want, man. I like to see my grease because then I know where it is. Some people like clear because you won't see it. But then you might just end up getting that in your detail rag and smearing it all over. So I like to know where it is. See, it's all pushing out here red. Cool. That's what I want to see. Now I'm going to clean that out. And it's never going to cause me a problem because it's in my bike and not outside of it. Okay. Get the crescent wrench. And just like we did the first time for the bottom one, go slow, get it started. Everything looks straight. Start cranking. It's nice and tight. I can tell this has only been like the second headset this bike has had. Really good condition. This bike has definitely been ridden. You know, you can tell what little nicks there are on it. You know, this thing was ridden. It was possibly raced. All right. And that's that, dude. That's what everybody's afraid of. Like, there's people, they won't build a bike because they're nervous. Like, it's easy. I promise you, you can do it. And on this video, we're just going to do this headset and fork. The next video will be putting in the bottom bracket and probably doing the cranks. Okay, so we're going to go ahead just spray a little cleaner on a rag and get excess grease out. This is just going to sandwich out when you tighten it all down and install it. Then you just clean it. Just keep wiping it off until it's all gone. You don't want to run into it later after it's all built and you're smearing grease all over your bike. So just take the time now to get it off. You can go like, you know, whatever way you want to do it. Because your chamois will get in here when you're detailing and it will smear this grease all over, and then you start detailing again. All right. It's coming off clean. That's good. Okay. So here's an extra, before I do anything else. Here's our forks. Our forks come not ready to install. you need to put your race on here. And then you also have this in here. What I do is I put this bolt all the way bottomed out into this piece that has to be inserted. So you have full thread. And then I take this is a 13 millimeter long socket extender. It fits on there good. I put it in and I hammer it down until it's installed right. And then you can straighten them out a little. That's good. We're good. So then this can come out and you have threads in there. They do have an install tool. I've always kind of done it this way. It's easy. And then, so you got your race. It's going to go right here. This comes with your brand new headset, okay? And then there's a tool for this. Again, you can get something like this on eBay or Amazon or wherever. And it's going to come with different size attachments. I can even do the larger tapered headsets. Mountain bikes, new age race bikes. You just pick the one that's the right size for your race. See? Let's see. That fits in there pretty good. They're all numbered. See? And then it fits in there flush. That's what you want. Or wait, sorry, backwards. Dum-dum. Okay. This is the right one. It sits in there nice. And then this goes here. Okay. So, first things first. Grease. You're going to want to grease just where that race is going to go. That's why I like using a paintbrush. I'm also an artist somewhat too, so. Okay, just a little grease. It's going to help press that on a little better. Okay, and you're going to go ahead, obviously tapered side up, because that's going to be inside your bearing. Just slide it on. See, it's not going to go on unless you have a tool. Unless they do have split races, they spread and go on. They go on pretty easy. Put your adapter right there. Put your pipe. And then hold any way you can that you just feel strong. You're not going to make any mistakes. Grab a hammer. That sharp sound probably means it's set. It is. And then I go just a few more taps. That easy. See? Look. It's just a hair smaller, you know, so you can't press it on by hand. People do use PVC pipes, you know, if you're going to go down and get the exact perfect size, but get one of these fork race installation tools. That comes with different size pieces for it. And you're off, dude. You can do all different size. 1 inch, 1 1/8, 1 1/2 for your tapereds. Yeah, dude. That's it. Okay, so we got the fork ready. Now, Grease up. All in here. There's a dust seal on this. This is a FSA bearing. I really like these. They're good quality. I've always liked them. I always run them in my GT products. Auburn, Robinson, GT, Dynos. I almost always put a FSA headset in. Just that was pretty popular back then. I had them on all my bikes in the 90s. So that's what I still do. All right. It's all greased. It looks good. I could scrape off some there. It'll be inside that dust cap. Boom. Okay, so you're all lubed up, ready to party. Okay, so next thing is going to be there's this little lock ring here for the top portion. It's tapered, it has a split in it. Okay, so first, you're going to push this through carefully. All right. Let's give it a little jiggle there. Now this is going to slide in and center this fork. It's going to recess inside of the bearing and center this fork, obviously, so it's nice and centered. Okay? All right. Be careful, this can fall off. I felt it has a good little grab there. Okay. I take this top cap. It's decorative, has FSA on it. I always grease. This is your last little line of defense against dust, that real fine moon dust from the track or wherever you're riding your bike, from getting in your bearing. So however often, if you ride your bike a lot, pop your forks off, wipe them off, clean any dust that might have gone through, do fresh grease, and you're good to go. All right, dude. Look at that. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to go ahead, wipe off your grease. We got some up here. You don't want any grease on the top of this fork. Wipe that off, man. That's the one place you don't want it. Okay. Now, let's see here. I'm hoping I have enough room. I should have just enough. I got a really cool little nut spacer. Let's find that. Come on. There it is. So this is from Auburn BMX. If all my measurements are right, this should be perfect. So it kind of looks like the old school headsets, but it's anno purple. Let's see. So pop that on. And I really wanted to put a silver there, but I might not have enough room. Because you have, yeah, I won't have enough room. There we go, that'll work. So we got that purple cap there. All right, now this, I flip the forks around and I kind of center it like that. You can see these are pretty flat and level. And then you line up your stem. And I'm just snugging this just enough to hold it in place a little bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, just holds it a little. Okay, and then let's see, where did, all right. And then we got our screw from our headset, our cap from our headset. There we go. Okay. So go ahead and put that compression bolt in. All right. Okay, so this compression bolt, this is what keeps your tension, your compression on your bearings, your fork. I tighten this just good enough to where it'll hold everything pretty firm until I get it exactly how I want. That's pretty close. Cool. Okay, so go ahead. See there's a wiggle. Tighten it. Tighten it until there's no wiggle, but it spins smooth. And you cannot get a wiggle out of this. Okay? And me personally, I like to compress my bearings a little more. I don't like them real floppy. Just a little stiffer. It really, if you're cooking and you're racing or you're riding hard and you don't want your front end twitchy, I always compress. That's perfect for me. See, it doesn't just spin out of whack. It spins nice and smooth. There's no binding. There's no nothing. It's all greased. See, the more you spin it, even, yeah, it's nice. That's perfect for me. That's a little race trick right there. That will help your front end not be as twitchy. Okay. Torque these down. Just keep going back and forth, bottom to top. All right. That's good, dude. I call that an install. Super nice, man. Super clean. I like it. Okay, now, where are we? I got a little bit of my diluted citrus here. This is just the all-purpose citrus cleaner from Griot's Garage. You dilute it down, put it in a spray bottle. So this is going to get that grease off and not hurt anything else. You're going to have a little smear of grease on your nice clean chrome there. You're going to want to get that off. I had it on my hands. Now it's everywhere. So just clean that up. Awesome. Right on. Now I go ahead and replace a little bit of wax action in there, man. Put wax in there all again. Ceramic wax, I love it, man. Do a fresh little coat there. Every time you clean your bike, man, put a fresh little coat of this on it, and your bike's going to be looking good, dude, forever. All right, that looks pretty good, man. Buff out a couple spots. Cool. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, wrong one. Cool, dude. Look at that. Pretty rad, dude. It's coming together. All right, guys. Well, that's a headset, fork install, and stem. I hope that helped one of you guys or many of you guys. Hopefully you're tackling your own projects at home. And, you know, it can be a little daunting. I understand that, you know. But if you just set yourself up for success and just get the tools you can afford, man. You don't have to spend, you know, all your money on setting yourself up. Just there is some affordable, good quality stuff on Amazon that can get you by until maybe you really want to invest in some park tools. You know, it's a great brand. I got a couple of their stands. I got to have them. I might get a couple more stands because I'm getting more projects going at a time. So yeah, man, thanks for watching. The next video will be the bottom bracket and probably show you how to line up the cranks. put the cranks on and the chainring next video. So have a good one, and thanks for following around. I was going good till then. Thanks for following along.